Every image in this opening sequence came from Microsoft Mage Flow Turbo, running locally in ComfyUI on my RTX 5060 laptop with 8 GB of VRAM. The live generation you're watching took 18.91 seconds. Across my tests, the median generation time for a native 2-megapixel image was approximately 17 seconds using 4 sampling steps. I tested Mage Flow Turbo across different settings, resolutions, prompts, text rendering, anatomy, spatial reasoning, and a wide range of visual styles and categories. The result is a much clearer picture of what Mage Flow Turbo can genuinely do, what it struggles with, and how to get useful images from it without wasting time. Behind these results is a compact 4 billion parameter generative stack developed by Microsoft. Mage Flow is built around 2 shared components: Mage VAE, a lightweight latent tokenizer that handles image encoding and decoding, and a native resolution multimodal diffusion transformer trained with rectified flow matching. The full family includes base, RL-aligned, and turbo variants for both text-to-image generation and instruction-based image editing. I'm testing the text-to-image turbo checkpoint, which is a few-step distilled model designed to generate an image in only 4 sampling steps. Microsoft also states that one checkpoint supports native dimensions from 512 to 2048 pixels at flexible aspect ratios, including extreme 4:1 frames. I'm only covering the text-to-image turbo workflow in this video, not Mage Flow Edit. One quick availability update. At the time of recording, Microsoft's original Mage Flow Turbo repository on Hugging Face is unavailable. However, ComfyOrg still provides the repackaged BF16 and INT8 checkpoints, and Mage Flow remains natively supported in the latest version of ComfyUI. The working download links are already included inside the workflow. Before loading the workflow, make sure ComfyUI is fully up to date. Native Mage Flow support was added recently, followed by an important correction to its BF16 timestep handling. An outdated installation can produce broken or corrupted results. The workflow contains direct links to both the BF16 and INT8 versions of the Mage Flow Turbo diffusion model. The BF16 checkpoint is the higher precision version I used for every test in this video. NVIDIA GPUs from Ampere onward, including the RTX 30, 40, and 50 series, have native BF16 Tensor Core support, so they can accelerate BF16 operations directly. Older GPUs may still run some BF16 workloads through software fallbacks or non-native execution, but they don't receive the same hardware acceleration, and compatibility can vary. The INT8 checkpoint is the lower memory alternative. Its diffusion model file is approximately half the size of the BF16 version, and ComfyUI's native INT8 support works on Turing GPUs and newer. This makes INT8 a sensible starting point for RTX 20 series cards, or whenever the BF16 model is too heavy for the available memory. The settings are extremely simple. Use 4 steps: CFG 1.0, the Euler sampler, the simple scheduler, full denoising, and a batch size of 1. Leave the negative prompt empty. This turbo model is designed to run at CFG 1, where negative conditioning has no effect in this workflow. The first major strength is close and medium-close portraiture. When the face remains large in the frame, Mage Flow Turbo can produce convincing skin, hair, makeup, fabric, jewelry, and lighting. The second major strength is material-rich commercial imagery. Short, prominent text can also work reasonably well. The third strength is visually controlled world design. The final group shows how broad the useful range can be. Food and beverage editorials, one idea surreal images, clay and paper miniatures, stylized illustration, wildlife, pets, all performed well when the prompt stayed focused. Now the weaknesses are just as important. When people become small or numerous, facial quality drops quickly. For people-focused images, avoid crowds, distant full-body subjects, and several overlapping people unless you're prepared to re-roll and repair the result. Text follows the same pattern. A polished image isn't proof that the underlying information is correct. To put this into perspective, Mage Flow Turbo is considerably weaker overall than Z-Image Turbo and Krea 2. Based on my experience with all 3 models, Z-Image Turbo and Krea 2 are far more dependable with distant faces, small details, human anatomy, complex scenes, and prompts containing several connected requirements. Mage Flow Turbo's main advantage isn't image quality. It's the combination of speed and accessibility offered by a compact 4 billion parameter local model. It can produce a useful concept in only 4 steps, but both its small model size and aggressive step distillation bring clear trade-offs in fine detail, prompt adherence, and consistency. My practical verdict is straightforward. Mage Flow Turbo is an exceptionally fast local concept generation model when you work within its comfortable range. It is best suited to close portraits, editorial photography, materials, products, short display text, interiors, simple vehicles, aerial imagery, food, miniatures, illustration, wildlife, and focused cinematic scenes. It isn't the right tool for factual graphics, long passages of small text, exact object counts, distant people, crowds, interlocked anatomy, multi-panel continuity, accurate maps, or mechanically constrained scenes. I've included the tested workflow in both the video description and the pinned comment. If you try Mage Flow Turbo, let me know which visual category works best on your hardware. Please leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you found this testing useful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.